So I wanted to talk about using hindsight. Okay, and this is something that I feel like I've been struggling with recently, and so I thought I'd make a video on it. But pretty much, hindsight is good for a period. It's important to look back and reflect on what you could have done better, maybe the mistakes that you made, things that um, things that you can learn from, right? Because every experience has something to learn from. That's the whole point of life. That's the whole point of anything really in general, is just to learn from the actions that you took, right? However, do not spiral into what I would have basically done and essentially just keep thinking like, if I had done X, Y, and Z, then I'd be able to do this and I'd be here and I'd be there. Because the thing is, if you had the playbook of every single decision that you made and every single mistake that you made and what you should and could have done, then I mean, we'd all be overnight successes, right? But the point is that the mistakes that you make shape you, the mistakes that you make help you grow, help you figure out what to do. And when you will come into that position the following time, which will happen, and I think it's very, 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 very easy to sometimes feel that, I had this one opportunity once and I blew it, and I might not get the opportunity again, or that opportunity doesn't come around very frequently. But in reality, you've had this experience happen to you before, which means that you can easily replicate that experience again. And when that opportunity comes, you'll know how to act. And I think that's the whole part of just growing up and becoming more mature as a man, is just understanding like, look, you're going to have things that happen to you, you're going to learn from them, and then from that, you're going to make better decisions. And the only time I think you'd need to then maybe use hindsight more is if you're just making the same mistake over and over and over again, which again, we can all hold our hands up and say that we do some things over and over again and they're wrong, right? So this is more for things where you may feel as if opportunities may have passed you by, or things might have not happened how you wanted them to happen, and you feel like with better information that you would have made better decisions. But like I said, this is just a constant loop of life. It's about action, readjustment, or sorry, action, result, readjustment, and then action again, right? And what I would actually do is just pat yourself on the back and say, you know what? At the end of the day, I took action, which is what 99% of people aren't doing, and you actually got to experience something. And through that experience, you get to learn, become wiser, etc., etc., etc. So stop punishing yourself for previous mistakes, for maybe not doing something that you felt like you should have done in the moment, because it's shaping you. These are all these things shape you, and it's so easy to again look on social media and just feel like, this person's in this position and they've done this and they've done that, and I might have been in an X position where I could be at this position. Honestly, it's just a load of crap. And like, we're in a day and age where you can see everyone's life and it just looks like everyone's winning all the time, and you might not be where you want to be. But life is the journey. Like, life is about the journey, not the end destination. And you've probably heard that a million times, very cliche, but it's true, right? At the end of the day, it's all about the experiences that you had and what you learned from it. And then just doing your best not to make the same mistake again. And with new information, when you are in that situation or scenario again, just making better decisions as a whole. Yeah, so hopefully this encourages you to stop punishing yourself so much and just have a little grace for yourself.